Argentina could reclaim a strong presence on dining tables worldwide by exporting up to twice as much beef in the next 2 years after the new center-right government cuts export taxes and quotas on red meat. Export of world's famous Argentine steaks have tumbled largely due to the trade controls imposed by the former left-leaning government, which were designed to keep local butchers well supplied and suppress prices. A decade ago, Argentina was the world's third biggest beef exporter, with annual shipments of about 771,000 tons. Argentina lifted restrictions on beef in the second week of January, a month after center-right Mauricio Macri took office on the platform to liberalize the spot-run economy. Argentina's meat industry and trade chamber estimates beef exports will increase to 300,000 tons in 2017 from 200,000 tons last year, while the Acrea Association of Meat Producers forecasts 350,000 tons. Agriculture consultancy group Ginelli and Associates put the figure at 400,000 tons.
In 2016, we are expecting to export between 320,000 to 350,000 tons of beef. That will be 50% more than what we exported last year, but less than half of what we are exporting in 2005, among other things, because there isn't enough raw materials to export. For 2017, we hope to export more than 400,000 tons, and surely from 2018 onwards, the growth will be more geometric than arithmetical. That is to say that we hope for 2020-2021, if everything goes in the same way, to exceed 1 million tons.
Argentina now hopes to start shipping beef to the United States and Canada after both lifted their own restrictions on Argentine beef while increasing shipments to established markets such as Russia and China. President of Argentina's feedlot chamber explained how an increase in exports could affect domestic consumption.
The market in Canada was opened. It's about to open in the United States. It's about to open to China, South Korea, and Japan. They are all businesses that will take place in 2016. They are going to open, but they are just going to start to produce in volume in 2017. There we will have a problem with domestic consumption because they are going to start to export in large volumes, around 15 to 20% of national production, and we in Argentina, we are just 5% of the national production for export. Now we are going to have a problem with domestic consumption, and this is going to be reflected at Argentina's dinner tables.
In South America, Argentina lags behind Brazil and its much smaller neighbors Uruguay and Paraguay in beef exports. Argentina's decline as a meat exporter reveals the impact of former President Cristina Fernandez's protectionist policies have had on the country's external beef trade since 2008 as farmers switched to cash crops such as soy.
These measures that were taken were also taken for other meats. The export taxes were also removed for poultry, for example, and the new exchange rate allows for the return to export markets that were very restricted and therefore are turning out high production to the market and its meats that can more quickly, I would say, replace but rather complement the eventual drop in beef supply. Pork, which already had various years of good investment and production improvements, will at least turn out 2 kilos more per year per resident to the consumer domestic market during 2016. As such, there won't be a lack of meat globally. Surely they'll rearrange the consumption proportions for the distinct species.
This butcher in Buenos Aires said that a recent rise in meat prices has made some traditional cuts hard to sell, with clients opting for cheaper options such as chicken thighs or breaded meat.
For example, more leg and thigh chicken and breaded beef are being sold. It's like that, nothing more. Something to make stew or oven dishes with, but practically no one asks for asado because the price doesn't go down much. Before the end of the year, I had the asado at 130 per kilo, and now it is down a bit to 110 per kilo, but it still doesn't sell. It's very hard to sell.
The U.S. Department of Agriculture estimated that in 2016, Argentine beef exports will increase 15% to 265,000 tons.
On that note, we've come to the end of Business Incorporated. Many thanks for staying with us on the program. We do hope to see you again, same time tomorrow. I am Bolaji Akinwale.